Hello students, welcome to chemistry class. Let's continue our chapter Atoms and Molecules. Today we will discuss three topics of this chapter. Number 1, atomic mass. Number 2, how do atoms exist? Number 3, what is a molecule? Learning outcomes. After the completion of the topics, students, you will be able to number 1, define the terms relative atomic mass, which is average mass of an atom, atomic mass unit, which is unit of atomic mass, and molecule. Number 2, write units of atomic mass, which is U, unified mass. Number 3, differentiate between an atom and a molecule depending upon their independent existence. Number 4, identify atoms and molecules from the given list of elements. Let's come to atomic mass. Atomic mass is the mass of a single atom of a chemical element. Each element has a characteristic atomic mass, like atomic mass of hydrogen is equal to 1U, atomic mass of carbon is 12U. So every element has a characteristic atomic mass. Students, you know, atom is very small in size. So it is very difficult to determine the mass of an individual atom. So relative atomic masses are determined. Relative atomic masses means these are compared with some element. Carbon-12 isotope was chosen as the standard reference for measuring atomic masses. This term isotope, we will read about this in chapter 4. Actually, carbon has two isotopes, carbon-12 and carbon-14. But here we consider carbon-12 as a standard element to measure atomic masses. Definition of relative atomic mass is that it is defined as average mass of the atom as compared to 1/12, because the mass of the carbon is 12 atomic mass. So it is as compared to 1/12 the mass of one carbon-12 atom. So students, here you will be able to achieve first learning outcome, that is to define relative atomic mass. Next, units of atomic mass. Earlier it was written as AMU, which is atomic mass unit. But now, according to the latest IUPAC recommendations, IUPAC means International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, it is written as U, which is unified mass. So students, here you will be able to achieve second learning outcome, that is to write the unit of atomic mass. Next, in this table you have been given atomic masses of a few elements. So these are expressed in U. Like hydrogen has 1U, carbon has atomic mass 12U, nitrogen 14U, oxygen 16U, sodium 23U, magnesium 24U, sulfur 32U, chlorine has fractional atomic mass, that is 35.5U, and calcium 40U. While searching for the various atomic mass units, scientists initially took 1/16 of the mass of an atom of oxygen as a unit. Now you know mass of oxygen is 16U. You can see here, right? Reasons why they considered oxygen as a standard element. Because number 1, oxygen reacted with a large number of elements and formed compounds. Number 2, this atomic mass unit gave masses of most of the elements as whole numbers. But in 1961, carbon-12 isotope was chosen as a standard element for a universally accepted atomic mass unit. Next, atomic mass unit, AMU. One atomic mass unit is defined as mass unit equal to exactly 1/12 the mass of one atom of carbon-12. So here we have achieved first learning outcome, that is to define atomic mass unit. Students, now let's see the video explaining atomic mass.
Atoms are very small, but they have mass. Imagine trying to weigh an ant using tons as the unit of measure. Trying to express the weight of an atom in grams or kilograms would be even more difficult. So, scientists devise a new method to calculate the mass of atom. As it is not possible to literally measure the mass of an atom, scientists decided to use comparisons to indicate the masses of atoms. They did this by observing the proportions in which elements combined with one another. For example, 3 grams of carbon combine with 4 grams of oxygen to form carbon monoxide. Considering the proportion in which they react, if we define the atomic mass of a carbon atom as 1 atomic mass unit, then the atomic mass of an oxygen atom would be 4 upon 3 atomic mass units, or 1.33 atomic mass units. The element that was used as the standard changed several times over the years with the advance of scientific knowledge. Early 1800s, hydrogen was used as the comparison standard. Late 1800s, oxygen was used as the comparison standard because it reacted with most elements, and so it was easier to calculate the atomic masses of other elements. In addition, it gave atomic masses of most of the elements as whole numbers. In 1961, the current standard, the carbon-12 isotope, was adopted as the comparison standard. 1/12 of the mass of an atom of carbon-12 is 1 atomic mass unit. Atomic mass was earlier called atomic weight. However, this term is slowly being phased out. The relative atomic mass of an atom is now defined as the average mass of an atom when compared with 1/12 the mass of a carbon-12 atom. Based on the recommendations of the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, the term unified mass is now used instead of atomic mass unit. Take a look at the table with the atomic masses of some elements. The atomic masses are based on the current day system of comparison with 1/12 the mass of an atom of carbon-12.
Coming to the next topic, how do atoms exist? All of you know that atom is the smallest particle of matter which may or may not exist independently. Atoms of most elements are not able to exist independently. They combine with each other to form molecules and ions, which aggregate in large numbers to form the matter. Next is molecule. A group of 2 or more atoms, as I have already told you, atoms combine with each other to form molecules. So these are chemically bonded together. What do you mean by chemically bonded? Students, bond is a type of force of attraction which hold the atoms together. These are examples of molecules. Like in hydrogen molecule H2, 2 atoms of hydrogen are bonded with each other. Similarly, in case of nitrogen molecule N2, 2 atoms of nitrogen are chemically bonded. Other examples are oxygen O2, fluorine F2, chlorine Cl2, bromine Br2, iodine I2. Now we can define molecule as the smallest particle of an element or a compound that is capable of an independent existence. So here we have achieved first learning outcome, that is to define the molecule. Examples of molecules are hydrogen, carbon dioxide, that is CO2. Here you can see in oxygen molecule, two atoms of oxygen are chemically bonded. In carbon monoxide, one atom of carbon combines with one atom of oxygen. In carbon dioxide molecule, one atom of carbon combines with two atoms of oxygen. And in methane, having formula CH4, one atom of carbon is bonded to four atoms of hydrogen. Next is difference between an atom and a molecule. Atom, the smallest particle of an element which may or may not exist independently. Because atoms, if combined, they form molecules. Examples of atoms are hydrogen, H, oxygen, O, and so on. Molecule. Molecule is the smallest particle of an element or a compound that is capable of an independent existence, like H2, where two atoms of hydrogen are combining, CO, where one atom of carbon combines with one atom of oxygen. So here you will be able to achieve third learning outcome, that is to differentiate between an atom and a molecule. Examples. How 2n differs from n2. Students, here number 2 is representing the number of nitrogen atoms. So 2n represents 2 atoms of nitrogen. N2 represents one molecule of nitrogen. Similarly, Cl is different from 2Cl2. Cl means one atom of chlorine and 2Cl2 means two molecules of chlorine. So here you will be able to identify atoms and molecules. Students, now we have achieved all the learning outcomes. I am sending you the link of a worksheet having 4 questions. Kindly do it in your notebooks. Thank you.